it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in and not getting. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here on screen. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Hey, Dad, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today.
Welcome back. Today we are to Geek Squad. Today we are doing how the villain team would kind of work. It won't be as easy as the hero. But speaking of which, essentially because there are so many powerful bad guys and more of them in the top thing, add the likes of Captain Marvel, Martian Manhunter to the superhero team, the main one. Any other in that third bracket, can't remember too much who was in there. And some of the teachers, essentially the more powerful teachers, like Constantine, Martian Manhunter, people like that. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think the villain team absolutely stomps that team. And you'll see why now. Essentially, the villain team is made out of Darkseid, Thanos, Doomsday, Galactus, Doctor Doom, Reverse Flash, Surtur, Ares, Annihilator, Carnage, Hela, Brainiac, Black Adam, Ultron, Zod, Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, Joker, Apocalypse, Amazo, Abomination, Venom, Sinestro, Khan the Conqueror, that's a Chinese person. The person from the future who's going to be one of the villains in the Loki series, Magneto, Green Goblin, and Loki. That's the main team, right? And essentially, the way it'll work is you'll have the likes of Darkseid and Thanos, and Doctor Doom pretty much in charge, maybe Galactus, and Joker and Lex Luthor, those type of people in charge. Then you're going to have the strength-based villains, which will be Thanos, Darkseid, Doomsday, Ares, Surtur, Black Adam, Zod, Ultron, Apocalypse, Amazo, Abomination, Venom. You're going to have you're going to have the more versatile Loki, Carnage, Venom, Sinestro, Khan, Magneto, Darkseid, Thanos. This is so much roster. They essentially cover everything from hand-to-hand fighting, insanity, intelligence, power, strength, adaptability. They have it all. But just below that, in the B team, the slightly weaker ground team, the hired thugs, the people who just miss out but might, have a second team, which the first team kind of control. Deathstroke would be in there. He's kind of between. Same with Bane, Artem Zola, Clayface, the evil Doctor Strange guy, Barman? No, not Barman. I can't see how I spelt it. Anyway, Red Skull, Sandman, Parasite, Juggernaut, Atrocitus, Poison Ivy, and a few others. Maybe even the likes of Mongol, Electro, Deadshot, Killer Croc, Super Kree, the Super Kree, Ra's al Ghul, those type of... those would be the second. That's how it would essentially work. And I'll tell you this now. The villain team will absolutely smoke them. I mean, heck, Darkseid, Thanos, Doomsday, Galactus and Doctor Doom, Reverse Flash, Surtur, Ares and Annihilator alone can pretty much put up a huge fight, if not beat all the others. Remember, Darkseid and Thanos are able to beat the league, beat the respective leads on numerous occasions, and their respective hero teams struggle against them. So you put the two teams together, kind of, but you also put those two together, they struggle. Put Doomsday on top of that, which killed Superman. You get a very strong side. Apart from the likes of the Beyonder and Lucifer Morningstar, Spectre and the Living Tribunal, name a team that is stronger than this. I dare you. In the future, I'll go into animated, heroes and villains. So obviously, they'll have the likes of Naruto, Goku, All Might, and the villain teams will have Moira, Orochimaru, All for One, etc. I know this is a lot shorter than the previous weeks, and essentially it is because the team wouldn't really work like the superior team where there's a league. Essentially, there will be the more powerful and the more intelligent and the more iconic villains that will team up. And I think essentially Lex Luthor and Joker will be the ones to start it. They will get the likes of Deathstroke, Amazo on their side, and then slowly convince everyone from there, convince the likes of, I believe next would probably be Green Goblin, Loki, Magneto, and then from there Abomination, Venom, Carnage. Then they'll probably get the likes of Bane and the other ones I mentioned, which would be a team. And then and there'll be one big team, and then they'll get the likes of Zod, Apocalypse, Ultron, Black Adam, Brainiac, Hela, Reverse Flash, Surtur, Ares, Doctor Doom. And as they start getting the bigger guns, they start making a second team, and essentially the second team will be more they'll do their own thing, deal with the other heroes, the teacher heroes and the youth. They'd essentially deal with the youth of the heroes and cause a lot of threats, but really, do their own thing, but have some instructions, but can be hired up or brought for certain missions from the villains. And let's face it, the villains will just do an all-out attack, because that's what villains are like. They'll strategize, don't get me wrong, but the main strategist will essentially be Darkseid, Thanos, Doctor Doom, Reverse Flash, Ares, Annihilator, Ultron, Brainiac, and Green Goblin, essentially Loki, Green Goblin, Joker, Lex Luthor, Khan, Magneto, Black Adam, not Black Adam, Brainiac and Ultron. And then from the nailed on, it would be Thanos, Reverse Flash, Doomsday, Doctor Doom will all be the ones coming up with the plans. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Next week, I am doing a Percy Jackson video, I believe, or a Thor video. So either the video is explaining my theory and my interpretation of Endgame Thor, Fat Thor. Why, is he that powerful? Is he as powerful as he was in Infinity War? Because they said he was, but he wasn't. But I'll explain that. That's either coming out next week or the following week. And the Percy Jackson video that I mentioned that might be coming out is going to be Percy Jackson couple tier lists. So the couples in the Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus series, me ranking them in a tier list. And then following that, I will eventually get round to doing my Percy Jackson for Aquaman. I know I promised it months ago, but someone else was meant to edit it because I was struggling, but they didn't. It was too long, so I'm essentially trying to cut it down now and get all the main bits and have it in a more fun, digestible way. And at the end of that, I will give you options for future verses.